Hi students, and welcome to this week's online video lesson. This video was made for Viola students, and we will be practicing the viola part for entry of the tumblers. Our goal today will be to start at measure 40 and play through to measure 55. Let's get started. So first you'll see I wrote two rhythms on the board. We are going to be practicing both of these rhythms on a D major scale because these rhythms are commonly seen in entry of the tumblers. We have these rhythms over and over again, so it makes for a great warm-up. So starting with rhythm number 1, we have teet, 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 ta, ta. And we're playing the eighth notes short and articulated, and the quarter notes smooth and long. So let's see if we can play that on our D major scale. Rhythm number 1. Set your bow on D, and for eighth notes you want to be about 1/3 of the way down the bow at the balance point. That's the best place for eighth notes. Ready? D major scale, rhythm 1. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Nice scale, students. Now, before we play our next scale, let's take this rhythm and connect it to our song. So if you take a look in your song right at measure 40, that's our starting point for today, and right off the bat, you see we have rhythm number 1. When you play the rhythm in the song, you want the same articulation. So 4 short eighth notes followed by 2 smooth quarter notes. So let's try it with measure 40. Take a look at your notes. You'll see we have 4 F sharps, followed by E, and then G. So let's get set and let's play measure 40 only, my turn, your turn. So measure 40, my turn. Your turn. My turn, measure 40 again. How did you do? Were you able to match my articulation, the same articulation from our scale? Well, let's go on to the next measure, because you'll see in measure 41, we also have this rhythm. And if you take a look at your notes and study them, you see we have 4 F sharps, followed by E and D. Let's try it. Measure 41, my turn. Your turn. Nice work. Reset your fingers. Let's do my turn, your turn one more time on that. My turn, measure 41. Nice work, students. Let's go on. Rhythm number 2, we have 3 quarter notes followed by a rest with a bow lift. So it sounds like this. Ta, 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 lift. And remember, when we're playing this rhythm, we want to be careful not to make the last note too long. We don't want it to accidentally sound like a half note. Let's play rhythm number 2 on a D major scale. Set your bow, check your posture. 1, 2, ready, go. Lift. note. Nice scale. Let's make the connection to the song. If you take a look right at measure 43, you see we have this rhythm, and also in measure 44. Let's start by playing measure 43, my turn, your turn, just like we did with the other measures. Ready? Measure 43, do you see what note it is? It's a D. My turn. Your turn. And lift. Did you remember the bow lift? Let's try measure 43. Measure 44. So that is one note up. It's E. My turn. Measure 44. Ready? My turn. Your turn. And lift. Did you get a nice quick bow lift there? Good work. Okay, well, I think now we've finished our scales. We're about ready to play through the part, measure 40 to 55. There's one more thing I'd like to point out to you before we begin, though, and it's right at measure 47. You'll see at measure 47 we have the line with the number 4 drawn above it. I'd like to remind you that this means we have 4 measures of rest. At the beginning, we have this symbol with a 2 over it, and it means there's 2 measures rest. So whenever you see this line, whatever the number is above, that's how many measures you rest. So when we get to that spot in the song, we're going to wait, and we're going to count the measures of rest together. We're not just going to skip over it. So we're going to acknowledge it. That way, when we get back to playing with our class together, you'll be ready to count those rests to play with the whole group, okay? Anyways, let's try playing measure 40 to 55. Check your posture, check your position, set your first note, make sure your F sharp is set and ready to go and tune. And then since we're starting on 8th notes, you're going to take your bow to the balance point. Very good. Okay, I think we're ready. I'm going to count us in. We're playing measure 40 to measure 55. 1 and 2 and ready, go. And that was it. We ended right at measure 55. So that concludes our video lesson for today, students. I'd just like to remind you that your video assignment this week is to play this section, measure 40 to 55, and to upload a video of it yourself playing it onto Google Classroom. I suggest you practice it a bit. Watch this video a couple of times and practice along, and then practice the song independently at your own pace. When you feel like you've polished it up and you're ready to submit it, then get your camera rolling, take a video of yourself, upload it to the Google Classroom. Okay? Well, anyway, it's wonderful to see you. I hope everybody is doing well. Keep up your practice and see you next time.